When I got to Africa, I had one hell of a rumble. I had to beat Tarzan's behind first for claiming to be the king in the jungle.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Salam alaikum, wagwan, konnichiwa, annyeonghaseyo, guten tag, wazam, sak passe, all that good stuff. Yeah, y'all, so I usually don't do videos like this, but, you know, flush it. I'm just tired of beating around the bush. You know, I watch clips like y'all. You know, I get certain things that come through my feed. I love watching combat sports. I love sports in general. And I try to keep up with the current events, political wise, but, you know, we moving, we shaking, we hear things, and, you know, we speak to folks at the job. They say stuff. Oh, man, did you hear about this young man, this young lady, such and such got shot? Somebody threw a bomb, you know, all sorts of stuff, y'all, and it's difficult. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I do my best to ignore it and just keep my eyes on the prize. But every blue moon, like my aunt Falana say, she has a toxic Sunday. She said she has, I think she calls it Toxic Sunday. So she says every Sunday she watches all of her guilty pleasure shows, you know, soap operas, the Bad Girls Club, the show with all them wives be arguing, all them cackling hens, shows like Love Island. She watches all the gossip and, you know, filler type shows, you know, time wasting, brain rot, you know what I'm saying, just stupid ass entertainment, stuff that appeals to our senses, sex, fighting, you know, foolery. And, you know, and I have those moments too. We all do. Especially if you got a phone and it's always on you, you know. Well, in this video, y'all, I just want to talk about when I see all the stuff that the media wants to put in the forefront as the headline, stuff that they want us to believe is the best or the creme de la creme, that most of us know that have a discerning mind is bullshit, or in layman's terms, hype job. All right. So I'm gonna start with some athletes that, in my personal opinion, y'all, I might not even give an explanation. So you may be upset, so damn be it. But these mother flushers to me are hype jobs. All right? Caitlin Clark, hype job. The girl is good. She's very good. But to me, she's not performing up to her hype. All right? And for everybody that's outcry, all this stuff going on in the world today, she's nowhere near the best player of the league. She has potential to be great, but right now she's a hype job. She's flopping like LeBron James. Hype job. Which leads me to the number 2. LeBron James. Hype job. Hype job. Hype job. Alright? At least LeBron James has proven to be great. At least he has proven to be one of the NBA's greatest. But top 3, top 5? Are y'all kidding me? Stat padding. I don't know what it is about LeBron James, man. He just don't have that edge to him. He's almost like a chameleon. He tries to fit in, and I don't know how to explain it, man. All right, just be you, LeBron. It's okay to use profanity. It's okay to want women. It's okay people to tell people shut the hell up, get out your face. Like he wants to be liked too much or something. Then he be taking like the passive way out. What you call it? He's passive aggressive. Then he takes like the sucker way out of situations with his team. He is great, y'all, and I would put him top 10, top 15 all time in the NBA. I would. His athletic ability, you know, his scoring ability, his presence. And he actually does have a pretty good NBA IQ, in my opinion. But to me, y'all, the past, let's say, 8 years, hype job. He's overstayed his welcome, man. Hype job. Hype job. So we got Caitlin Clark, LeBron James. Who else I was thinking about earlier? Conor McGregor. Hype job. All right? They boosted him up, y'all. He cut all that weight bully, knocked out Aldo. In his peak, he beat up some guys who wasn't as skilled as strikers. You know, he caught them at the right time, like Chad Mendez. He beat up TKO, the old, washed up Cowboy Cerrone. And a lot of guys that came back and beat him and broke him up, broke him into pieces, he beat early in both their careers. So I will give him that. So like he beat Poirier early in their career before Poirier came back and TKO'd him twice. He beat Holloway early in both of their careers. And then Holloway came back and TKO'd him. Well, he TKO'd himself. He couldn't continue. He hurt his leg. Jumping in doing roundhouses like he, you know what I'm saying, Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Chuck Norris or something. But y'all, his past 7 fights, I mean, they hyped him up, y'all. Went there against Mayweather. Mayweather carried him. Got knocked out by Mayweather. Knocked the snot out of his nose. I remember watching it vividly. Mayweather carried him. He could have got him out of there sooner. Y'all, he talks a good game. He's profitable. He's got the image that USA likes. How Muhammad Ali used to say, he got the complexion for the protection for the collection. But he just ain't it, y'all. The proof is in the pudding. He'll give you a good 2 rounds, maybe 3. Maybe. That's a strong maybe. But to me, y'all, he's a hype job. If he comes back, it'll just be for a quick money grab, or he'll come back and commentate. He'll be a colorful commentator, you know, a colorful, analyst. Really, I think he should cut promos for the WWE. But for the most part, y'all, the past 7 years, like LeBron, Conor McGregor, hype job. Who else?
Champion is, may say, the Mickey Mouse title. I have a belt at home. Says World Heavyweight Champion. And for a man to be the champion, he's going to have to take my belt.
Sage Northcutt. The UFC, y'all, about 5-6 years ago was trying to push this kid, y'all. Oh, y'all, he had the look. Oh, wow, he had the look, y'all. He looked like, what was that show back in the day? He looked like somebody from the main cast of Baywatch. He had the hair, like the abs, the look, like the chiseled jaw, what y'all call a looks maxing. He had the looks maxing look, Caucasian white boy, you know what I'm saying? He's cool looking, looked like any Becky or Miriam. There y'all. But they chopped him off at the head before his career could get off the ground. He ran into a journeyman, I can't remember who, choked him out, y'all, and I ain't heard from him since. He's nowhere near the level of a Uriah Faber. They try to push him up as like the next California hunk or something. But unlike Uriah Faber can actually fight. So I give Uriah Faber his kudos, his props. But Sage Northcutt, he was like 8-0, and then he lost one fight. He got choked out and knocked out real bad. And I ain't heard or seen from that kid since. But they try to hype him up, y'all. They try to put him in our face. They try to boost him up. Just like how they try to do Tim Tebow. You know what I'm saying? Just like how they try to do, was it Bosch back in the 80s? Who Bo Jackson ran over? Anyway. So Sage Northcutt, hype job. Ain't my type of hype, baby. You ain't my type of hype. Next, Ryan Garcia. Hype job. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Hype job. Man, I'm getting so tired. Y'all, just 4 or 5 years ago, Ryan Garcia was online, sparring girls and punching dudes in the gut with the little weight vest on and cheesing and giggling all in the camera and slicking his hair back with mousse. Now y'all trying to make him up to be some sort of champion? Some sort of star boxer? Be for real, man. Be for real. Look, man, I've been watching boxing. I've been a part of combat arts a long time. There's no way any fan, any observer with any discernment could call this dude no top boxer, man. I know he wished like hell he could be like Oscar. Now, Oscar, outside of the ring, y'all, he's a cretin. I'm going to be honest with you. He even though he sounds like Minnie Mouse, he sounds like Jane, but he does box like Tarzan. Oscar De La Hoya was a problem. But outside the ring, y'all, he's basically a scumbag, man. He's basically a scumbag. And it hurt to hear when I found out, or when I saw and read up on those sexual allegations and the N-word allegations over the computer. I was like, damn, man, Oscar really is like a drunk, inebriated, you know what I'm saying, dope head fool. But in the ring, y'all, I used to love Oscar. I love boxing, man. Oscar was one of the best to do it, y'all. Golden Boy. One of the cash cows in boxing. But back to Ryan Garcia is trying to be like Oscar, the look. But dude, you ain't got the skill, Ryan. You use too many PEDs, allegedly. You don't stay active enough. You coming in the fights trying to act like you the A side. I know everybody gets this from Floyd Mayweather. See, Floyd Mayweather, man, he set trends that was great in the time for himself. Because everybody wanted to see Floyd, and Floyd was super skilled. Floyd was extremely skilled. Sensational fighter. But all you dudes coming out doing this now, man, y'all losing out on y'all career. Y'all are not him. Literally, y'all are not him, man. Y'all are not that guy. Ryan Garcia, all of them. T.O., Femo, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, the dude with the little mohawk that was acting all crazy in Britain, the heavyweight. What's his name, y'all? Wilder, you're next. What was that dude, y'all? You are not him either. Worldly, this other new heavyweight, y'all are not him, man. Y'all are not that dude. But anyway, this is about Ryan Garcia. Hype job, y'all. They fed Barrios to him on a platter. You're going to steal his little rinky-dink title. I mean, dude, man, you got knocked out by Tank. Slow punching, slow molasses moving, one punch man. Rolly Romero knocked you down. He should have knocked you out. If these fighters had any piss in their veins, any type of grit in their veins, you know what I'm saying? Like a Wilder or Kovalev, folks that want to get you up out of there. What's my man? Lewis, anyway, fighters that has got that grit. Oh, Keyshawn Davis, fighters that want to hurt you and get you up out of there. If Rolly Romero had any of that, he would have got rid of Garcia, man. And I will honestly say it looked like Garcia wasn't on any substances that night. He was moving regular, normal. His reflexes were his natural reflexes, y'all. His punching. Anyway, all that speculation, y'all. Thesis statement. Hype job. Ryan Garcia, hype job. Hype job. Who else is a hype job, y'all? I guess Tim Tebow and them, they old. I'm trying to think about folks right now.
He's a bum. I'm the world's greatest. He must fall in 5 rounds, but if you talk about me, I'll cut it 3.
I would say all of British boxing. Y'all, I'm really teetering the line on calling all British boxing hype jobs. I know there's some good, very good British fighters out there, man, but I just don't like the way their referees ref, and I just wish, well, I should say that about the whole field, the whole sport of boxing. I just wish folks would fight more frequently and just be more willing to challenge themselves and earn titles and become undisputed. Just once a year and pricing yourself out, this shit is crazy, man.
And I'd like to know if you're going to ever fight Sylvester Stallone.
They have rumored that. The press has rumored that you're going to fight.
They're talking about an exhibition, but you must remember, he cannot beat the real Apollo Creed. I am the Apollo Creed.
What's the hype, y'all? Stephen A. Smith. Even though he's not an athlete, y'all. Hype job. Hype job. Hype job. This dude is crazy, man. Yo, when I listen to Stephen A. Smith, it's the God honest truth. I was listening to him yesterday when I got off of work, right? And I'm just listening to him talk. He's talking about LeBron James and NBA politics and shit. And I'm just like, man, he sounds like me or y'all. Listen, y'all, Stephen A. sounds like he goes home, watches ESPN, looks up the stats, looks at the final scores, and with his acumen, with his speech, with his great etiquette and his professionalism, he can make it sound good. He makes it sound spiffy, like he researched it. But when I listen to him and read between the lines, I'm like, man, this dude, he woke up, drank his coffee, went and banged his mistress, got to the studio, told a few people what to do. They gave him his little papers. Hey, we want you to talk about this. Like, all right, let me check up the stats. He brought his little stat sheet that he saw from last night's show, from last night's ESPN. He probably got it from Scott Van Pelt or somebody. He looked at the stats, the scores, and then he's so good at winging shit, he just goes in there and wings it. Like, you can tell he don't be watching this stuff, especially boxing. I mean, y'all might be upset, man. I know y'all love Stephen A. Smith. I've never been too excited about the dude, y'all. I miss the ESPN with Stewart, my man Stewart. Booyah with the lazy eye. Chris Berman. I miss that ESPN, man. These dudes now are all political, and they be bringing their buddies on there, and everybody getting all over emotional. They just be omitting truth. Like, dude, how could you put any of these dudes in this era above Michael Jordan? Like, this is like sports blasphemy. I mean, seriously. I mean, yeah, you might could argue, I don't want to get into that argument, but I'm just amazed. I'm in shock. I'm in awe that they get on here and talk about this stuff. They're almost like political pundits, but they do it for sports, man. It's hard to explain, y'all, but hype job. Stephen A. Smith, hype job. Hype job. Hype job. Who else, y'all? Who else is a hype job? Y'all, what's the girl? She was a gymnast. She was a little Becky. And yeah, she had a nice little shape. I mean, most gymnasts have beautiful shapes. I mean, the female body is beautiful, y'all. It's a work of art. If you a man and you don't get attracted to that, I know nowadays, man, y'all lighting the loafers and y'all like 5-pound bags of sugar, man. I don't know what to say about y'all. Y'all tasting the rainbow. But any red-blooded American man, when you see figures that them gymnasts have, I mean, you get excited. Well, I know. Let me speak for myself. I know I do. But there was one girl, y'all, who was a hype job. Livy. Her name was Livy. Maybe her first name is Olivia, because usually Livy is short for Olivia. But Livy Dunn, that's her name. Hype job. Hype job. Hype job. Livy Dunn. Y'all, the girl went famous. She went viral because she had a vivacious booty that most Caucasian women don't tend to have naturally. But because she's an athlete, she works her glutes, she's flipping and tumbling. Hers rounded out real nice, jiggly, like how y'all like it. Almost like a sister. And folks went crazy. And she got famous because she signed a large NIL deal. She was in college. Yo, I ain't heard from this girl since. After her college tenure, I thought she was gonna go to the Olympics, be somebody great, like Simone Biles or Dominique Dawes or somebody, or Carrie Strug. I ain't heard of this heifer since. Last I heard from her, she went to social media. She probably started her OnlyFans or something. But hey, can you blame when she took the money and run? But nonetheless, hype job, y'all. That had y'all thinking she was real good, but she's had a real good body for Becky, and she probably married some millionaire by now. But hype job, y'all. Hype job. Hey, I can't think of any more off the top of my head, but if y'all got any more, please put them in the comments. Put them in the comments. All right, I know I missed a whole bunch of folks, but I had to say those because they were fresh in my mind. All right, y'all, we'll holler on the flip side. Love, peace, and prosperity.
Anything God made precious, nature hides it. You cannot find diamonds easy. You have to dig and dig and dig. And then you got to work to clean them. You cannot find gold. Everything God made valuable, He made it hard to get. Pearls, rubies, and ain't my oil. You have to dig, and half the time it don't strike. Everything God created that was valuable, He made it hard to get to.